What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today we got another figure here from this Avengers 60th anniversary line. And this is of course the Captain America, but the Bucky Barnes version. So in today's video, what we're gonna do is of course check out the figure, go through the articulation, accessories, and all that good stuff. Do some comparisons, of course share you my opinions at the end. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off here with the packaging, and of course this is the windowless packaging that we are pretty familiar with. Of course, it is nearing towards the end. We have the product image on the front and on the sides here. We have also on the back here with some accessories, and over on the sides here we have the cartoon image or the comic image. We have the logo on the top. So now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so we have the Bucky figure over here, and of course this is the updated version from the old Bucky figure, which of course we have heard a lot of times because it used the body mold for many years, and finally we have a new body mold for the Bucky figure. And I think this is the most disappointing figure from this whole anniversary line because this is priced at the $160 mark, which is more of the deluxe price, but it is, in terms of the accessories and in terms of what it is, I think it is more of a regular figure. So 160 ringgit, I of course got this at about 50% off during a recent sale. So I got most of my 60th anniversary line from a sale. So I'm not too bummed out about it, but I know people who have actually paid full price for this might feel that this is not very worth it. I got my figures from One Song or Mine to Malaysia, so in case you're from there, you can check them out. So in terms of accessories, what we are going to talk about here is we of course have the shield, which does look very nice and glossy. Get some marbling on him, as you can see from this corner here. We have the gun, which does look very weird. We also have the knife piece here, which you can attach to his belt. I think this is a pretty standard knife piece, or you can put it on him. The gun, you can also put it here as well. So you can just slot it into his gun holster, which does fit in pretty snug, I would say, so not too bad. And in terms of any other accessories, we have the gun holding hands on him, and of course we do have a pair of closed fisted hands. So that is all with this figure. So that is why I think this figure is pretty disappointing. We have seen with the Black Widow with a whole new body mold. They gave us still a lot of accessories. With the Iron Man Model 01, I think this has been some time since we got it. So this figure here, we have seen this body mold a lot of time. This is the Vulcan body, which I think with some updated kind of sculpt, but overall it's still pretty much the same. So we're gonna have a closer look at the Bucky figure. So before I do that, let's just go on to the shield. So shield here, like I mentioned, look really nice. You do have a nice red color tint to it, nice blue. Mine came with a little bit of some paint smudges here, which is pretty annoying because I think the more I play with it, it might scrape off a little bit more. This does use the PEG material, so be careful if you're going to peg it to your Captain America or to Bucky. It might break it. I've seen it a lot of times on social media and also on YouTube, so better be careful with this. And of course, if we just have a closer look at the Ultimate Captain America one, which I'm going to put here at the side, so we can look at the shields. Very similar indeed. This one does have a more glossy finish compared to the matte finish you can find here. Overall, still pretty much the same. So in terms of this, you can see here both of them are using the latest updated body mold, but of course the boots are very different. So you can see here, we'll have a look at first the Bucky cap. And you can see from the face, it does look really nice, very cool, but I do get some paint smudges, as you can see from his nose here. From the face, it's not a very clean finish. Again, I got this from a sale, so I'm not too bummed out about it, but if I paid 160 ringgit for this, I would be pissed because I want a perfect figure for the price. We have also some paint defects on his chest areas here as well. The chest does look pretty cool. You do have some nice sculpting work here. It's a so-called separate piece, so you can see that it's kind of bulging out. It's also the star. The sides here are all painted on. The back here as well, it is sculpted, so you can see there's a bit of a bulge on his back here. And of course, you can attach the shield to his back here, which would, you know, give you a little bit more posing options when you are pegging him around. So pretty standard here. Overall, I think the A as well looks very nice. It's not just painted on. You do have some nice sculpting work there. So overall, still pretty decent. And on his chest area, I do like that the lines does follow through with his ab crunch here. So you're not going to be hindered by it. So if you move backwards and forward, it still follows in very, very nicely. The back here as well, if you move forward, you do get a bit of a gap, but it's still very, very nice. What I like about this is the belt piece here, which is a little bit glued on him, so it's not able to move, but you can kind of move your figures here, your figure a little bit without disrupting the belts here. Very nice details to his pouches. And also he have a water bottle on him. You do have the gun holster here, the knife holster here, very, very nice. And the back here is all black. Boots as well looks really nice. You do have a boot swivel here, and I do like that they put it in the perfect angle, so it's not very, very displeasing to the eye, I would say. So overall, this figure looks really, really nice. And of course, we're going to go on to articulation, which we have seen before. Head movement, it does use a disc joint, so it's able... Oh no, it doesn't use a disc joint. It actually uses a... This one here does use a disc joint, but this does use a neck hinge here. So you do get a bit more pivoting around, I would say. You can rotate it as much as you want, but head movement, you can only go up this much, downwards this much here. He isn't that mobile anyway. And in terms of the arms, you can get a nice T-pose on him. You get your butterfly joints here, which is a little bit stiff on mine, but still pretty decent. So you're able to shift back and forth. In terms of the bicep, you get a nice bicep swivel, nice color difference here, as you can see. And in terms of the joints, you get some pinless joints here, starting with the elbows, goes back very, very nicely here. And very, very smooth on both sides. And in terms of the hinge here, you do have some nice rotation and a vertical hinge on him, so it's a bit different compared to your normal ones. This one does go up and down. This one goes sideways here. So pretty cool. And of course, going on to the torso, you can crunch forward here this much. You can crunch backwards here. You can, of course, swivel a little bit in terms of the waist here. Not too bad. In terms of the legs, you can still spread out here. It's not really hindered by the pouches here. And you can kick forward about 90 degrees, which is really amazing. And of course, you have your upper thigh swivel, which we have seen before. A bit gummy on mine. Be careful with your figures. And you can get some nice double jointed pinless knees. And like I mentioned before, you get the ankle boots here, and also very, very nice ankle pivots. Okay, so measuring out this figure, it does stand in at about the 6.5-inch mark. And here we have it next to some other figures which I've reviewed from this lineup here. We have the Iron Man Model 1, and we have the super articulated Black Widow. And here he is next to the Ultimate Captain America, and I gotta say both of them look really, really nice. I do not have the old Bucky figure, but I'm just going to put a Bucky cap figure which does use the same body mold right now. So here's the one with the Cyclops from the Adam Warlock, I think from the Warlock figure. So you can see that the size is very, very different. We have a more massive, more muscular, more updated body mold, of course. And we have the older body mold, which we have seen many, many times before. Okay, so that is it with the Bucky cap figure, and for a rating, I would give this a solid 6.5 out of 10. I mean, if you're paying full price for this, I would say it's 6 out of 10, but for the fact that I got this for about a discount, 6.5 is still pretty decent because it is still lacking in accessories. They could have easily given us an extra head sculpt for this whole line, so that is pretty disappointing, but overall it's still a very good looking figure. You get a newer body mold for this to be added into your Avengers line. I do like this shiny glossy feel with him as well, and yeah, it does look pretty decent overall. So these are just my thoughts and my opinions, but you of course can leave yours in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this Bucky cap figure. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash subscribe button down below for more videos like this in future. Do also follow me on my Instagram at the Hammer Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.